Hello, this is David Childley and welcome to the introduction video to help you overcome any sexual challenge. Now throughout this series we're going to be looking at men in particular. Maybe you've been suffering from sexual performance issues. Maybe you've just lost your desire. Maybe you're having problems and you're reliant on other things outside you to help you achieve sexually what you want. So what I'm going to try and do in this first video is help you understand yourself a bit better. Because for many years we've been told by governments, and politicians and doctors that impotence, erectile dysfunction, which actually is a horrible word because it implies that you're dysfunctional. And in my world, no one is dysfunctional. No one's broken. No one needs mending. We simply have a series of challenges, and it depends how you look at those challenges. And one of them may be a performance issue. Another might be just sheer desire. And what I want to do is teach you a series of EFT tapping techniques. Because throughout our life we build up negative sexual energy. It could have been something from your childhood. It could have been something from your teenage years that happened emotionally that's now causing you a few blocks now. It could have been one of those first times that you were experimenting with sex at school or in those teenage years where you were with a partner and they said something rude or they just said something jokingly which you took very seriously, and that still rings true with you now. Maybe it was a mothering issue. Maybe your mother was very dominant. Maybe she was aggressive. Maybe she was an alcoholic. Maybe she was just one of those people that just dominated the other partner. And maybe as a child you witnessed your mother dominating your father, taking his power away. Because unconsciously, if what we do later in life is we do that to ourselves. We restrict, we withdraw our own power, we surrender it. And what happens after a few years is as those thoughts start to come in, the feelings start to build up. It's no wonder people with that background or that experience as a child now have issues later on. But in one of the later videos we're going to be tackling that very issue. And in my experience, a lot of problems in later life are to do with partner issues, ex-girlfriends or even mothering issues. Now I don't mean that in the sense of abusive type of way, but it's about a power struggle. And it's a power struggle between a woman and a man where the woman is very dominant and the male is submissive. And if you grew up in a family like that and watched your father being very much dominated by your mother and your father sort of surrendering his power and just going along with everything that was requested, then you too may be holding old emotional connections, old emotional charges, memories connected to the male loss of power, and that may well be affecting you. So we will explore that in a later video. But what I really want you to understand is that there is not a lot physically wrong with you. Now I would always suggest that you see a doctor and seek professional medical help, okay? But if you've already been down that route, then this video series is really for you, because it allows you to explore the mind, the body and the emotional connection of all parts of you. Because in my world I don't see people as broken or as needing fixing, or as the government and the medics like to label people, dysfunctional. What I like to do is just simply refer to it as a challenge that can be overcome through the use of EFT tapping. Because all we're going to do really is get you to think about certain things in your past. We're going to challenge certain beliefs that you hold about yourself or others. We're going to find out if you're angry at yourself, because in my book you are. Most men that I've dealt with get really angry with themselves, with a particular part of themselves, which I like to refer to as their best friend. Because when they were born, one of their birthrights was to enjoy sex. And they had a little best friend that came along with them. Now I have children, and if you know people with children, they will tell you the same thing. Little boys and their willies. They are constant companions. They are always there for each other. They grow up as best friends. And through those teenage years, that relationship can be strengthened. During adult life, that relationship develops long term, a partnership of joy and fun. However, if during those early years, or those teenage years, or maybe last year when you fell out with a partner and she threw some verbal abuse at you, challenging your manhood. Because when those emotional blows rain in, we hold on to them. Men are stubborn. Men don't do emotions. Men are told, be strong, don't cry, don't get emotional. Time's a great healer. So most men aren't emotional. So when they're faced with an emotional block that's inhibiting their sexual performance or desire, they really have nowhere to turn. For most men, it takes them years to pluck up courage to go to the doctor. They don't even tell their best mate. They end up on the internet buying all sorts of manufactured drugs, pills, potions, creams and patches and all sorts. All external things to try and help them overcome their problem, when really the answer is within. Because it simply is negative sexual energy that's built up, that needs releasing. And I can help you do that through stimulating and tapping key acupuncture points. So over the next 7 or 8 videos, we're going to be exploring your beliefs, exploring your feelings and your attitudes, and we're going to be tapping away certain negative sexual energy, and in doing so we will rebalance your sexual energy so that it can flow in abundance. The final video, we're going to be doing an affirmation tap. Now, this is simple affirmations that through my research most men would like to achieve in their lives of a sexual nature. And I hope that these affirmation videos help you. I would suggest that if you're having a night in, maybe some dinner, a few candles with your partner, maybe I would suggest trying this 5 or 10 minute affirmation tap along maybe a couple of hours before. And after you've finished tapping, hold those thoughts in your head. Look forward to having fun. Focus your mind on positive thoughts. And if negative thoughts creep in, just acknowledge them, let them go, and focus on the fun and the enjoyment that you are about to experience. Really, your thoughts are the powerful magnetic key to finding a solution to your sexual challenges, because there is a sexual energy that flows throughout you. However, something's blocked that energy and it's not flowing freely at the moment. So what I suggest you do is you explore every single of the following videos. There's 8 or 9 to choose from. Tap along with them 2 or 3 times a day. Try them for at least 14 days. And if you do that, I guarantee you will make amazing progress. So, I'll see you in the following videos where I can help you unleash your sexual energy so that you can get back to being who you are meant to be and have fun being it.